Hey, it's Precious here. I'm coming to you today with a Mother's Day mukbang and story time about how I caused a lot of grief for my mother as a young lady. But we're going to go ahead and get some things set up and we will be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. I am going to go ahead and have some of this deliciousness in front of me. I mean, it looks amazing. It smells amazing. I am really ready to eat. I've been cooking for a while, but what I am going to do is give you guys a story time on how I was just rambunctious as a teen. I mean, I gave my mother hell. And if you can watch, this is dedicated to you. Happy Mother's Day. I love you so much. May God bless you with many, many more birthdays, Mother's Days, Christmases, and everything under the sun God can bless you with. We want that for you. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, oh, and I'm a mother myself, so I can kind of see now exactly what she was going through because I do have a teen daughter. Well, I have two teenagers. I was a young mother. I had my first child at 16, and once I had my child, it seemed like everything that I um kind of like, was disobedient with my mom, the rules and regulations she had, it kind of came and slapped me in the face because everything she was telling me was for the better of me, not for the better of her, not for the better of anybody else, but me and other fellow men. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what I got here in front of me. I got a lobster tail. I have some crab legs, some snow crab legs. I prefer them because they are so sweet and I love them. I did make a sauce. Oh, y'all see that? Ooh, look at all of that deliciousness. Okay. Also on this plate, I have a steak. Got some veggies because I need them. You know, we all need to put something healthy in our body. And I got some blackened salmon on this plate. And yes, it's Mother's Day. I am eating. I give 110% of myself every day of the year. Mother's Day is for me, okay? So I also have on this tin here, the degular potatoes, eggs, shrimp. I got some more steak on there. I have some sausages and corn over here in a pot. I just got that out the pot, but ooh, look at that. And it's so seasoned. Oh, I am ready. My jaws are watering. I want to tell you this one particular story because not only did my mom always kind of like try to steer me in the right direction. I grew up in a two-parent household, so I really had no reason to be acting the way I was acting. But yeah, being hard-headed, being fast, being grown, I ended up, eating my words and my actions. Like it ended up it backlashed on me. But I corrected it. I corrected it because sometimes we just got to do what we got to do for ourselves. So, oh, I am drinking. It's Mother's Day, so I have my mommy fluid in here, okay? Mommy fluid. Salute, parents. That is good. As I was getting older, well, not older, in my teens, I would kind of listen to what I wanted to listen to and discard what I wanted to discard. But it seemed like all of the stuff that I needed to listen to was the stuff I discarded. My mom told me, hard head make a soft tail. And what she said is what she meant. She said what she said. She wasn't, mean or nasty or any of that. Mom, she said what she said. She told me what she told me, and she told me the truth. She kept it real. she kept it 110% real, you know. Hard head, make a soft tail. You go out there playing with them boys. You gonna get played with. Got played with, okay? You need to be working, focusing on yourself, and, doing the right thing for you. So, she tell me she did what she had to do still as a parent, when I was out of line. She checked me. Always do that. Spare the rod, spoil the child. So, she checked me, but it was only so much she could keep up with me. She had her own life, she was, had her career, and she had other children. So it's not like she wasn't paying attention. Oh, she was paying attention. But I think her wisdom allowed her to know that, whatever it is you're going to go out there and you so eager to experience, you're going to go ahead and you're going to learn. Like, that's going to teach you exactly what's out there. Like, can't nobody tell you anything. So, long story short, Mom went ahead and she started paying attention to what she had. She's securing the bag, what she had going on, what she was doing. It wasn't like, I was just doing sneaky little stuff, okay? I mean, the stuff I was doing was sneaky. I thought I was grown. I was cute. I was stacked up, All the boys like me and all of that. Sis, I ain't put no money in my bag, B. Nah, okay? They like me. But they liked it. Keisha, Trina, Inez, and Delisha, too. And 9 times out of 10, they was pursuing all of them. Okay? So, I let that kind of get me off my game. Once I started realizing that all that attention wasn't where it was at, I was already, But not to say like I was just all over the place, because that wasn't the case. I like the attention. I would talk to the dudes or young men or whatever. And I would, just entertain it. It blew my head up a little bit. It made me feel like, I was being paid attention to. Let's just be real. So, Mom fell back. Mom was like, whatever happened, happened. She taught me the basics, protect yourself. Don't ever be just out here, sleazing. Always taught me marriage before anything. And if you want to be with somebody, you be with that one person. You show interest in that one person, all of that. The route I took was being grown, being fast. Fast forward, I ended up getting pregnant. So, y'all, I ended up getting, pregnant, having intercourse. Of course, Mom taught me the basics. Protect yourself, all of that. And, of course, I started out, trying to listen, but that all got faded. Like, it faded somewhere in the meantime, in between time, like with me starting to get older and having my own, feelings towards stuff. My own perspective on life. So, I really did. I really did try to, respect my mom rules and stuff. But by then, y'all, I moved out. I was in clubs at 15, 16. I seen a lot by that age. And it scared me. But I kind of wanted to see more. Like, okay, is this it? It was the hood life. Okay, this how you do this? Oh, this how you do that? Education wasn't it. Like, she ain't want to. Always been smart. Always honor, mirror, all of that. But that soon fell wayside when I seen what was going on out there. So my mom always keeping a grip. Always, where you at, what you doing, where you at, what you doing. At that time, y'all, that's when the first cricket cell phone came out. The first cricket cell phone came out. That joint was so big. Tragic. But I was a teenager then. My mom would keep up with me. My husband brought it for me. We went to different high schools and stuff like that. Like, y'all, I was getting into fights. Who gonna handle me? I mean, I was just doing the most. Like, neighbors, fighting with them, girls at school because this boy, like, girl, y'all, it was messy. I was just doing the most. But my mom kept me in her prayers. She always told me that, like, I'm always gonna pray for you. I might not stand by everything you do or done, but I'm gonna stand with you. I'm gonna make sure you know the truth before you know a lie. I'm gonna cut it to you straight. My mom is a straight shooter. Anybody know her can vouch for that. I mean, if you being loose, she gonna tell you, sweetie, tighten up. If you're funky, she gonna tell you. That's just my mother. If your hair can be tightened up, she gonna tell you, like, yo, yeah, you need to go comb that. Like, that's who my mother is. But she fell back. Like, my mom always been a straight shooter, so she would stay in my ear, like, the whole time. Like, we would get into arguments, fights, I'd leave. She'd call me the next day. Like, where you at? Like, she did not care, okay? So, fast forward, y'all, I get pregnant. I get pregnant when I was 15 years old. I'm skipping a few parts. I did end up going to a detention home. Yeah, like, I was a mess. I was a real mess. Go to the detention home. Yeah. That scared me straight. Y'all ever watch Scare Straight? I ain't want no parts. So when I got out of the detention home, I had a plan. I'm like, okay. By all means, whatever it takes, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go to school. I'm just going to make my mother happy. Whatever it is I got to do. But I ended up running away again with my cousin. God rest her soul, fly high. That's my baby. I ended up running away. My mother, we trying to go. She was in a group home at the same time as I was in a group home. But she ended up getting transferred to foster care. That's just the system. I'm from New York, so that's the system in New York. It's a process. It was called PINS. So my cousin like, shit, or shoot. The foster lady, she old as hell, and she go to sleep at like 9 o'clock. So if you don't want to, make it happen, like, hop the train. Don't go back, because by then, I was in detention home, and then I went to like a housing thing. So with the housing thing, they make you go to school on your own. You get out in the morning. They give you like tokens. They give you a stipend, like $60 every 2 weeks to buy your personal hygiene products. They give you 3 hots in a cot. Okay, so my cousin like, listen, if you want to, you could come here and then sleep here. We can be out. The foster care lady be asleep by the time 8:30, 9 o'clock. All you gotta do is sneak through my bedroom window. Y'all, we put the window, we put the chair to the window. This how our stupid selves got caught. We put a chair to the back window and leaves it there. So when the old lady goes to her garage, she see a chair by the window. Now she want to know what's up. Who's been at the window? Is it a peeping Tom? Is somebody sneaking out at night? So we got through maybe like a week. Y'all, I was going to school. The system, but my silly self too ends up getting caught up by going to school. Knowing dang on well they're going to come to my school looking for me. I still went to school. But like I said, I had it in my mind that I was just going to please my mother. My end goal was still to get back home. But I wanted to get back home with a little bit more freedom because it was popping out there. So what I thought. It really wasn't, but it was some fun stuff going on. We was, it wasn't all the time about dudes and stuff like that. We just wanted to be amongst each other. We understood each other. Had our own little lingo, doing our girl thing. So we ends up getting caught. I gets out of the group home. No, matter of fact, I didn't get out the group home. They shipped me all the way out. And when I say all the way out, I don't mean like a city. I mean like states away. They shipped me like a county over to a different little a little city, an outskirt of our city. So I ends up going to a further one. Like now I'm rapping to my mother like, Mom, please don't let them people, please don't let these people get their hands on me. Like, please, now I'm pleading, I'm begging. Like, now I want to be the perfect child. I don't want to be one of them bad kids in the movie no more. I want to be an angel. I want to be Matilda at this point. I don't want to get shipped all the way out here. Like, I'm not going to hop the buses or the trains, and I'm not going to fight no more, Mom. I just want to be closer to home. Well, my mom go, tell them like, nah, make sure she stay a little, a little closer. Y'all, they ends up, I spent like a couple days at the joint. Because I'm crying rivers to my mother. Like, please. It's too quiet out here, man. Like, nah. Like, I need to go walk. It's lit in the city. Like, it's lit. I need to walk past the barbershops where the music at and they doing the merengue or something. Like, I can't. The corner stores where everybody like, whatever. Like, I need to sit out on a porch in the summertime at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch the people go crazy. Like, I can't. I'm a city girl, so I'm used to the city life. Y'all, my mom come through strong for me. She go to the people like, nah, don't have her that fire, whatever. So they brought me back. So now I'm in foster care. My mom got them to skip a whole joint. What I do? Again, in my mind, but once you start doing something, you don't know that it becomes a habit. You could tell yourself all you want. Until you stop doing it and make it your business to stop doing it, it's going to become a habit as long as you continue to do it. Y'all, 15 years old. Now I'm staying with my aunt because I ran away from the place. When my mom got me closer, I ran away from the place. And I guess they figured out as a unit, like, she's a runner. She's a runner. We're not, she got some rabbit in her legs. She gonna make it happen. I'm out here. Okay? I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all. So I ends up staying with my aunt. I guess, my mom. Girl, you doing too much. Too quick. Okay? So I ends up going to stay with my aunt. Now, my aunt lenient. You know what I mean? My aunt not on it like that. And that's what kind of allowed me to breathe a little bit. Like, my aunt was on me too, but it wasn't to the point where she wasn't breathing down my neck. Like, they knew what it was. My aunt, they knew, they had to come to terms with me because they seen I was not. Y'all, when I tell you I was not letting up, like, at that point, I was exposed to certain things, so I was like, you're not about to tell me nothing else. Like, nah. By this time, y'all, listen, sit yourself down. She let me watch her daughter and stuff. Aunt would pay me, hit me off, all that. I was in her company. Yeah, but the whole time, let me not just make it seem all hood. Because it's not. It's life. Yeah. I'm still going to church every Sunday. Who? I'm going to church. Yup. 15 years old. Saturday. I was sneaking me a little wine bottle in. On Sunday, I'm going to church. I'm going to church. Bible, all that. Whatever. Call it what you want. But I'm going to church. So, now my aunt lenient, she ain't bothering me. Like, she'll go to work, and this is where the plot thickens. The plot thickens right here. I'm going to work. I'm bored. I'm babysitting my little cousin. I love her. Still to this day. Love her. And I'm bored. I had that cricket. I didn't really have much need for anything because the way it was worked out, my mom was still taking care of me. Like, my mom would do whatever she needed to do for me. Then I had my husband, my current husband, he would come and drop me off, chop me out. Baby girl, what you need? I might not see him for a day or two, but at that time, in my mind, I was like, okay, he's taking care of a young lady or whatever. So I would just be in the house, but late night, put the baby to sleep. Hi, babe. What you doing? Nah, got the baby. You coming over? Boom. Yeah. Pregnant. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was on the double shot. At the end of my double shot, I had like 3 weeks before, and like I said, my mom would do everything she could to prevent any of this. This was my doing. You know what I mean? She raised me right. I stayed in church. I still go to church every Sunday. As long as I have breath in my body, that's what it is. So, it was my personal choices that ended up biting me in the butt. So, y'all, my husband, gets a little bit on my lip. Come over, chill. One thing led to another. Pregnant. I broke my mother's heart. I know I did. And my godmother too, God rest her soul. And my god sisters, God rest her soul. Love them to death, but they cuss my butt out. Y'all, they cuss me out. And I'm getting pregnant. My godmother told me she was diagnosed with, cancer and stuff. And I go to the hospital. And I was kind of, at that point, like, I had a little beef with a couple people, but I'm very quiet. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a try to avoid confrontation. But when I go, I'm on 10. I start on 10. I'm not starting on 1. When I blow, I blow. And everybody know it. So I try to avoid confrontation. So I am now going to the hospital to visit my godmother. And my godmother, like, my name was Pig. I go up there. She like, come here. Come here. Come here, Pig. And I'm like, oh. When she said it was a certain tone she said it. You know, she about to hit you with the whoopity-doo. So she like, come here. So I go over there. She like, sit down. So I sit down on the bed. I'm just looking at her. And she like, You know when a seasoned African-American woman say, it's something behind that, So she was just like, So I'm like, oh boy. I wonder what the heck I did. The way she said it, I knew I did something. So at this point, my beef is minute with my godmother. Like, I'm gonna say grams because she was nothing short of a grandmother. But my beef is minute with grams because now I feel like if I gotta be on my P's and Q's, I might gotta bob and weave in a minute because she just hit me with the So I'm like, oh shoot. But she was like, and she told me to give her a hug and a kiss, and I gave her a hug and a kiss. And she looked at me and she said, you pregnant? I said, oh. I had already had a suspicion. I had a suspicion because I was a little moody. Like, I was a little moody and not moody and like, not agitated. I was clingy. And I only get clingy to, like, I'm not that person. I would not get clingy to everybody. Like, tell me if that's y'all too, because I don't know. Maybe it's me or how I grew up or whatever, but I don't like just anybody. I don't like everybody. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it takes, like, for me to mess with you, I gotta feel you're authentic, okay? So she was just like, yeah, you pregnant. And man, like, nah, Mom. Like, I was in denial. I'm saying, like, Ma, nah, I can't be, My mother and my godmother in the room. We in the hospital room. I call my godmother Mom, too. So, I'm like, Ma, nah, I'm not. She was like, no. You is, sis. She gave me the straight, yeah, no, you're not, you're pregnant. Like, I had never pissed on a stick. I hadn't went to the doctor since I got my last Depo shot, y'all. So, godmother did that, okay? Godmother put the whole card of mine, like, pulled it. She pulled the whole card, y'all. She like, yeah, you pregnant. You should have been listening to your mama. Godmom like, you pregnant? Fast forward, I have my daughter. Daughter came out healthy, beautiful, all I could ask for. Everything I could ask for, just stay prayerful that, she'll be healthy, and that's it. All natural, had her, But now I'm 16 years old and it's a whole new world. Okay? Things got different. I just had to start thinking different. I had to start moving different. I started getting in myself because now I feel like everything my mom, my godmother, my god sister, my everybody was telling me, I could have prevented this. I really could have. There was no way with all of those signs that I couldn't see what was coming. I don't regret anything though. That's one thing. First of all, let's get that clear. I don't regret none of it. You know, I honestly feel like it was a learning experience and it was meant to happen this way. Because if it didn't happen this way, like, I don't know where I would be. Like, I would probably be in jail or hell. Like, neither one of them for me right now. So these kids calmed me all the way down. They got with me. So I had my daughter. Now I'm planning for my future. I'm thinking about things, y'all. Arby's. My first job was at a McDonald's. My girlfriend got me in there. I worked for like 2 days. It wasn't for me. But after I had, and then I was just nonchalant. Like, I didn't, why? I was still being taken care of. So it didn't matter. But once I had my daughter, I kind of wanted to do a lot of things for myself at that point. You know, I didn't want, I wanted to be independent. I don't like calling nobody, asking them for nothing. I'm not like one of them. So I get the job at Arby's. Y'all. No, let's be real. I had my daughter. Got my apartment. Yeah, got an apartment at 16 years old. It was called Emancipation. Got my apartment, y'all. Ends up going, just running like, just running. My mom had my daughter all the time. Not all the time, but she made me be responsible as hell, as heck. But that was her baby too. So I ends up getting an apartment and just turning up. Okay, it was parties all the time. Jesus, it was party here, party there, party. And then my little brother, he is like, he loves everybody. So he will all the time bring people to my house. You know, they can come and do whatever they was going to do. We had their girlfriends and all of this, all of that. And baby, when I tell you it was lit, I mean, the whole block sometimes. We had them speakers like that was this tall. The people would be all over the place. The drinks would be all over the place. It was just mayhem, okay? So I had to calm all of that down because my mom lived a couple blocks over, and I mean literally like over a set of train tracks. But we'd cross some tracks to get over there. We would go over there to get peace because my house was the chaotic house. My mom would have my daughter most of the time, so it wasn't like she was exposed or nothing like that. But y'all, my lights ended up getting cut out. Everybody partying, but it ain't no money coming through. Y'all, my lights ended up getting cut out, and everybody tips. That's when it became a reality to me that she got to get her own. She got to get her own everything. And it's not like, it's, okay, I was dependent on just the system, okay? Blunt. The system, I was dependent on the system, and I hadn't been working, so boom. That happened. Everybody scattered like little cockroaches, just got gone. So I'm like, forget it. Like, if there's, you can never go, once you down, you ain't got no place to go but up. So I'm like, forget it. It's got to be a way. I don't know what I got to do, but I got to go do it. So I met this guy. It was the owner. I met him. I walked in. I met the owner. Just so happened met the owner in the joint. And then my friend, she was working there also. But met the owner in the joint. Ended up linking. He gave me a job. He was like, you got some good customer service. We ended up hitting it off. Not hitting it off like that, but our personalities meshed well. And he was a real down-to-earth man. And he was like, okay, honey, well, come back. We gonna get you your hat, your little apron, your pants, wear some black shoes. You got a job. Just make sure you gonna be here. That was his only requirement. He didn't care. Sometimes you could be late. I let him know I'm a young mother. I just need this job. I really talked to him, and he really understand God. I mean, that man was sent by the Most High. So got the job, y'all. I stayed there for like a year and a half. Then by then, I was about to be 18. Ended up getting a collections job. Your girl can talk. Period. And I seen my older cousins and them working in collections. I was like, what? They get into the bag, y'all. They get into the bag. Okay? Like, to it. Cause coming home with wives, like, dang, like, okay, she like this bonus money, like this, that. I'm like, okay, shoot. We about to get to it. So seeing them doing that, I was like, okay, I'm going into collections, whatever. Ended up getting in there, got to the bag. Was not playing. At that time, that money was great money. It was great money. So started saving money up. Then I started dibbling and dabbling with little stuff. Just always on an entrepreneurial spirit. Well, I'm gonna say this. I was always looking for a hustle outside of going to a 9 to 5 for somebody, working for somebody else. So y'all, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. We all the time doing hair, we doing makeup, we doing this. Like, it's all the time. It's not a person you're gonna meet that you can't get something positive from. People gonna have their bad, but ultimately, it's up to you to see what it is that that you can get from that. Not get from that person, but what kind of impact that person can have on your life. So when I tell you, I got a little something from everybody, and I'm so blessed to have so many beautiful, wonderful people around me. Like, just even if we don't even talk all the time and all, I got a little bit of something from everybody, and it's a beautiful thing. But I ends up doing collection, got to the bag, left it for a minute. I chilled. I had my second child. That's my star. That's my guy. That's my 14-year-old. And so I got a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old. I chilled for a minute, had my second child, and then I went back to work. I went back to the collection agency. The second go around when I went in, I wasn't feeling it like that. I ended up in the midst of that, in that break between my daughter, that collection agency, chilling. When I was chilling after the collection agency, I ended up getting my certification to be a nursing assistant. Yeah, love that. That's now nursing right now currently is my first love. Wouldn't trade it for the world. But those trials push me, like from my lights being cut off to, fighting with people, just being ignorant and belligerent, not a kind person. All of that shaped me to be the woman that I am today. And like I said, I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful today, because my mom still to this day, and this is why I'm getting back to it, still to this day, she calls me all the time. She'll write me in if I'm wrong, and she just lets me know, yeah, I don't think that's smart. We all got a little, silliness in us, like, but she'll let me know, like, yeah, no, just chill. And she'll encourage me when it's something positive. She'll send me scriptures and stuff like that. Like, oh, this is for this, and pray for this. If you want healing, this is the scripture you go to. And, y'all read y'all Bibles and make sure you having a Bible study. Or if you can't get to church, have Bible study in your front room with the kids. And she's that kind of woman. So after that, every aspect of my life, I can see how I've grown with I just drew a blank. I'm just reflecting. Sorry, guys. I've grown with the times changing, and seeing how things I've done yesterday affected me today, and how my mother, and the kind of mother she is, how it affected me even now in decisions I make, like getting mad at people, but I can't hate anybody. I can accept what it is and I can move on. Don't mean I'm a fool, no, but I'm mindful, and so with that being said, y'all, love on your mothers. Always respect them. They are rights. Teenagers particularly. It might not sound like it's the best deal right now, but believe me, if you don't take that deal, it's going to be no deal in a minute if you keep going your own route. So your parents know best, and it's not a Tiskin moment. I'm really encouraging you to, instead of having all of those stumbling blocks, use your parents to an advantage. We are here for that. Use me, baby. Use me up. I don't want you to bump your head. It hurts me, it hurts parents to see our children hurt, or having a reoccurring issue that we kind of let them know they was going told you. It's like watching your kid fall off the bike. Ooh, I knew you was going to do it, but you got to do it. You got to do it to get where you're going. So on this Mother's Day, love on your mothers. Understand that they are not telling you anything to harm you. They honestly love you. And I mean, give her the best while she here. Don't bring her no flowers when she gone. Bring them to her while she here, And that's my story time, y'all. I ended up having 3 beautiful children with this awesome guy, my husband, and I look at her. Look at that. Who made that?
So really just came to see a cucumber.
That's how they see what I'm saying? No, y'all. But honestly, love your mothers, and make sure you listening to your mothers, and make sure you don't gotta bump your head and stuff like that, have all them financial troubles. Like, your parents, honestly, they want you to get to the bag, okay? They be wanting you to get to the bag so you can get out of their bag, okay? I'm striving to do that now in my household, so I know what it is. But y'all, I really thank you for joining me with this mukbang and my little story time. I want to know what you guys want to see from me. If you like these mukbangs, I didn't eat too much because I still gotta travel. go do something. And I didn't want to be just sitting there like, wah, wah, wah. I didn't want to be doing that. So I just try to feed myself. I still got some, heat up a little bit later and relax a little bit. But let me know what you guys would like to see from me. Comment down below. Make sure you like and you subscribe, because I will have more content coming soon. As long as y'all let me know what y'all want me to do. Like, I'm very open. Like, I'm not, as long as it's nothing crazy. Like, 'cause she ain't skydiving. She not doing none of that. But something, you want to see me do. All right, y'all. That is it for me for now. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful women out there. Keep nurturing these babies and the world. All of you wonderful people, make sure you are appreciating the people that you have while they're here, not while they're gone. Okay? So many sad stories going on around here, and we're in the days and times where things are happening right before our eyes. So we have to stay mindful, and we have to stay grateful, and just love on each other. Again, happy Mother's Day, y'all. I'm out.